Let's talk about what to do with stale home listings. There's a lot of stuff you can do to get these things moving. Let's jump right into it. First things first, you need to do an audit of the home listing. Let's talk about the description first. It should be written at a third grade reading level. It should be accurate. It should be persuasive. And it should motivate people to take some sort of action, like call, text, DM, email, schedule an appointment, whatever. Make sure that description's good. Second thing, you need to audit the photos. Are your first 7 photos just aerial photos where we have no idea what house it is? Are your first 7 photos all exterior shots so we don't even know what the inside looks like? First 7 photos on any listing are critical. Most people aren't going to make it anywhere past that. So make sure you're putting the 7 best photos right up front. I don't care if it's in order of how the house walks through. Make them awesome. Next thing you're going to do is if your MLS allows or has the capability to reverse prospect, this means looking at all the agents who have sent this particular listing to a client or have a client with matching criteria, you need to find a way to email every single person, call or email. You can even send them a mass email or a mass text to all these agents. Do a mass email just to be safe. And remind them, say, hey, look, I have this listing, seller's motivated, or call to offers, we're looking for offers, check out this incredible house. Put the dang link to the listing in there. This email is going to real estate agents or brokers, so you don't need to use your website one. You already have their contact info. Send them the link straight to the MLS listing and call them in to get them to do showings, okay? Next thing you're going to do is you can boost a brand new post. Look, if you boosted a post before, or maybe you didn't, just go back and see, did your photo post or did your video post perform better? Which one had more likes, comments, shares, views, whatever? Double down on the one that worked better and repost that puppy. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to share that social media post in as many relevant Facebook groups as possible. Okay, maybe I have a listing in Northville, Michigan. I'm going to go and look for every single Facebook group relative to Northville, Michigan. Northville Homes for Sale, Northville Real Estate, Northville Sale and Swap, Northville Garage Sale. And I am going to repost this social media post in every single possible Facebook group relative to the city or type of product that you're moving. Maybe it's Michigan Lakefront. Maybe it's barn dominiums for sale in Michigan, whatever. Find as many Facebook groups, reshare them there. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to get on the phone, you're going to call, text, DM, or email all of your friends in the industry and say, hey, Mike, I have this listing. It's not moving as rapidly as anticipated. Do you have any buyers? They're going to say yes or no. Say, cool, thanks so much. Can you help me spread the word? Are you willing to share it on social media? Do the work, all right? Get to work, call, text, DM, or email them, and get this thing shared. Start getting in front of people. Next thing to do. This home listing should have already been in your monthly or bi-weekly or weekly newsletter, and it should have had its own email at this point in time, but send another one, okay? Update it, pick a new photo, update your description, change the subject line to motivated seller or call to offers or amazing lakefront house or whatever. Just try new copy, resend it out so people look at it. Next option, in my MLS, our scheduling system, our software is ShowingTime. ShowingTime is enormous, so I think it's very likely that many of you will be utilizing the same scheduling software. In my MLS, when I click on the listing, I'll go into ShowingTime, I'll click on my listing, I'll click on the specific listing, and then it'll say send notifications. I'll hit send notification, and that will allow me to send a notification or an email to every single contact in my my office, okay? So there's a lot of people who work for EXP in the state of Michigan. So I'm automatically going to send to them. And every contact associated with this listing, okay? So it'll be anybody who has scheduled, requested, or completed a showing. And I'm just going to remind them, hey, call to offers or motivated seller or check this out. Something like that. Get it out there. And then if none of these things work, right, you need to be discussing price reductions with your seller. If I'm listing a house, if I take a listing on at a price point that's a little higher than I think is appropriate or that's going to be successful, then I immediately talk to them right in the listing appointment. I'll say, hey, look, I think this thing's worth $725. They said we were hoping for $750. Say, okay, I could see it, but like that's more than I'm comfortable with. I'm not sure if we're going to be successful there. I'm totally cool with it. Let's go with $750, but what I need you to agree to with me up front is that, hey, if this thing isn't moved and there's not an adequate amount of showings or any offers within 2 weeks, then we're going to be talking about a price reduction. I'm not asking you to commit to this, but, I am telling you I'm going to have this conversation 2 weeks in, okay? So that's just a side note. I should probably make its own video on that if you're taking a listing at a higher price point than you think. But regardless, let's get back on track here, back on focus. If your property isn't moving, you've done all the initial marketing, you've done all this remarketing we've covered in this video, and it's still not getting enough showings or any offers or interest, you need to talk to your seller about price reductions, okay? So check out the next video here. Let's talk about price reductions and how to handle that conversation.